we are live. What's up? We're live. It's your boy Kwame Dua here, professional world champion bodybuilder, and today I'm going to be giving you 4 reasons why you are not building muscle, okay? And these are just 4 quick dot points. It's a quick live stream. If you do enter this live stream later, feel free to leave some comments below if you have any questions. Feel free to like it, share this video so someone else can benefit from it. Now, I want to get straight into it. Our first reason why we are not building enough muscle is we're not lifting heavy enough, okay? So, take a bicep curl for instance, okay? If I was to do 20 reps of a bicep curl with this light weight and I'm not engaging much of the muscles and using all the big muscle fibers, I'm generally not going to be putting enough pressure to stimulate the muscle to grow. Hi Jatin, hope you're doing good, okay? So when we look at muscle building, it's all about stimulus, okay? And one of the stimulus of hypertrophy is to ensure we're putting enough tension on the muscle. And one of the easiest way to do that is to lift heavy, okay? But this also brings us to point number 2, okay? Which basically is, even when we lift heavy, we have to ensure our form and technique is good, okay? So there's no point me lifting heavy and swinging weight, but wait, there's also something else to this, okay? Now I'm not talking about when you've done some really good quality reps and you're at the end of your set and then you're grinding hard for those last ones. Although you might get less tension on the muscle, over time, because you have periodically been putting tension on the muscle, those little last grindy reps are gonna count for a lot, okay? So I'm not, and don't get this wrong, I'm not saying don't do those grindy reps. I'm just saying try to maintain good form throughout your movements. And it's okay if your form fails right at the end of your workout. That's totally fine, as long as, of course, you are not putting yourself in harm's way or going to be causing any sort of injury. How do I start to get my biceps larger if they're really skinny? And I'm going to answer this question because this is a great one, okay? If your biceps are really skinny and you want to actually get them bigger, the first thing you want to focus on is frequency. Frequency meaning, thank you so much for the donation, massive shout out to Graph. Frequency meaning you train them more often, but you don't just train them more often, okay? What you want to be able to do with this, and I'm going to make a more in-depth video on this fully because today is more about the things you shouldn't do, is first of all, train them only after they have recovered. Then secondly, you also gotta be able to look at the stimulus, okay, for muscle building. What do you actually need to muscle build? And then apply these on different frequencies. So on different days, have different types of trainings for these so your muscles don't get used to it because your body knows something called adaptation. Now, let me explain this a little bit easier for you, okay? Imagine if I come to the gym and I'm lifting 5 kilo dumbbells. Now, I'm putting enough tension on the muscle that my body has to build muscle and strength, okay, to be able to take this 5 kilos because our bodies love to adapt to everything we do, okay? So, later on, you come in and you realize 5 kilos is very easy, you build the muscle for it. Now, if you keep lifting those 5 kilos over a longer period of time, what's gonna happen is you're not gonna be getting any change because you've already built the muscle and you've already built the strength for it. In the same way, your body needs some sort of change, whether it's a progressive overload by increasing the weight, whether it's changing the time and the tension of the weights, whether it's incorporating different techniques like supersets, drop sets. As long as you're adding as much tension to the muscle in different ways, this is a great way to build your biceps, okay? But this leads us to our third point as well, because it's a great question. This actually like funnels through. We talked about training more often, but your recovery is number 1 as well too. You gotta ensure that your muscles recover because that's actually an important factor when it comes to building muscle. So, if you're not recovering well, which includes your sleep, your nutrition, everything, you know, your stretching, all of that, this actually makes it harder for you to build muscle, okay? And this also reduces the amount of time because if your recovery is prolonged for a period of time, this also means your frequency, so how often you can train the muscle, is decreased. So we want to increase our frequency with training and we want to decrease our recovery time when we are training. Now, point number 4. I talked about recovery in the sense of more sleep, but our point number 4 is our nutrition as well too. Our nutrition not just for recovery, but also for training. You know, you need good energy while you're training, and you need to fuel yourself well. Now, a lot of people always look at macronutrients, your proteins, your fats, your carbs. But what about your micronutrients? What about your vitamins, your minerals? People don't realize that things like your metabolism, okay, how your nutrients absorption, all of these can actually be related to your nutrients as well too. So you guys have to really focus on your nutrition, and I'm going to do another topic on that if that's something that you want to do. Massive shout out to Jatin as well. Awesome questions, guys. But make sure your nutrition is on par. That is super important. Make sure your nutrition is up to date. If you are looking at building muscle, you can't be in a deficit. Now, what a deficit basically means is you are eating less than your body actually requires, including your total activity for the day, including your BMR as well too. So if your body requires 2,000 calories and you eat 1,900 calories, you're going to be losing weight. That's not a good position or environment for you to build lean muscle. You need to be in a surplus. If I was in 2,000 calories, something that will be a hard adaptation will be about 2,200, 2,250, which is a great amount, a great surplus, because in that surplus it's going to be hard for me to gain much weight, but also my body is going to also utilize those extra calories, extra proteins for recovery as well. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope you found it very informative enough. I know it's a very short video. I want to also give a massive shout out to Graph Language. You're an absolute legend for the donation, and I really appreciate you guys, and I hope you guys find this informative. As I said, I am back. I'm also going to be filming some long form contents and vlogs, keeping up to date with my journey. I'm going to the States, Las Vegas in December with the BSN crew. BSN is sponsoring the Olympia, which is huge, and I'm going to be doing quite a few things, so you're going to see me around quite a bit, but I just wanted to come in and check on with you guys because I haven't been on in such a long time. I appreciate you guys, appreciate the love and support. Hope you guys have an awesome day and night wherever you are. Your boy is out. Peace.